Hi, Charles here. Well, it's a few days after getting the hitch and wiring for that and the running boards on, but I wanted to get a new intro made for this, and thanks for watching. Well, the sun really isn't up yet. It's kind of a cloudy day. Last night I posted the video about the shiplap, and then I realized I didn't want to put in about the installations the other day, and just want to preface what you're about to see that immediately, as soon as we started to put, as soon as Byron and Jason started to put the hitch on, it appeared that the threaded inserts under here weren't threaded, and that they would need to be tapped out. So Jason borrowed a tap from someone, got under, and found out it's just full of crud, and so then they were able to bolt it and put it in. So I really am not going to show much of that at all. It's mainly a matter of, you don't even have to move the muffler. I think they had to wedge it away a little bit, but it's mainly attaching some bolts, and then the wiring is done as a modular kit. It used to be used splice wires, but you'll see just a few seconds of them popping into here, and they plug it in and then run the wires up. And so before, now you don't see it, but he ran the wires under here for both the hitch here and also for the light underneath that you'll see, a strip light. And then I also got a splitter so that if I am towing something, there still is power going to this strip light on the bumper and to whatever I'm towing, which I don't plan on towing, and I just sold the Runaway, actually later that day when I was over there having them do this work. So really not a lot of hands-on that you're going to see. And then as it turned out, the step, as I'll be talking about, it was just the short step was a pain because it really wasn't just, plug and play. They had to really mess with it, and it took forever. Very frustrating. I didn't bother to videotape that. So here we go. Just a little bit about that, and we need to finish this shiplap, and hopefully today we'll make some serious headway.
Hi, Charles here. Well, I'm back at Baltus Electronics, and today there'll be more metal noises and tools. It's heavy work, not really, but instead of wiring today, it's putting in a hitch, and they're not expensive, like under 150 bucks. And this is a Curt made for the transit, and this is actually pretty easy. I could have probably pulled this off. There will be wiring because we've got the wiring harness that we're going to put in. And the reason I want this hitch is I may want to tow something sometime. The days with the Runaway are numbered, but I also want to put a step in. I've got a step. I looked at WeatherTech, but I found that off-brand Amazon that has a lot of good reviews, and you put that in. It's a nice step to get in, and plus we got that strap back there, and then also it's like 1/3 the price of WeatherTech. So if either one of those gets hit, they're going to break anyway. So might as well have something that's not expensive to replace. And also I have a strip light that we'll be putting on. It will show with the bumper, and so it's turn and stop and running lights and all that. I thought that wouldn't hurt to have a little extra. If you looked at my Runaway videos, you see that they put on big 20-inchers in the corners of the Runaway. So I just want to be seen a little bit better without getting gaudy. And then the other thing we're doing today is the running boards. They look tricky, but hopefully it won't be for them. But I didn't want to try it, so I got some nice ones from iBoard. So that's what's going on today. It turned out that it is threaded under there. It was full of corrosion, so they put a tap in, but it was just basically reaming it out. So once we got to that point, they were good.
Yeah, it's real. It's there.
Right there.
It's real close. Let me get these threaded. That's one of them.
So we're gonna eliminate this one?
Yeah, plug that in the.
That one gets plugged into there.
And then that one gets plugged into the taillight.
There it is.
There we go.
And then we shove this.
So they describe it as plug and play, but you have to first. And I know a lot of you will not do this. You'll just take it to some place and let them do it for you.
There you go. Line up.
Yeah.
Here's your torch.
But it doesn't look like total brain surgery. More like an appendectomy. But that doesn't mean I could do it. Are looking at the puzzle of the running boards. So this is a short running board going on now, right here. So I'm hopeful that this one will go a little easier.
See, this is the side I looked on last night, and I'm like, oh, they got studs
Yeah,
everywhere underneath.
right.
It made him happy. Go ahead and tighten them all down while you're doing it.
I don't think my son-in-law and his dad would necessarily recommend this running board. I would suggest going with something that's absolutely specific for Ford Transit, because this one ends up, it's actually kind of generic, and the instructions are somewhat challenging to work with, to say the least. And some of the hardware is chintzy and breaks.
Yeah.
So there's that as well. But they did the short side, and this side's going to be a whole lot easier compared, just not as much involved.
So what took the most time was this shorter running board. The brand is iBoard, and when I ordered it, it said, oh, this is made to fit a Transit 250 or 150 or 350. And I guess that's true, but it's also made to fit a lot of things. So it actually was more generic than the ad read. Maybe that's why I got such a good price on it. And nothing really worked under here. They basically had to do a custom install, and some of the sliding T-nuts, they kept breaking. They had to do a lot of, just basically drill everything out to make this work. And so I'm glad they started with this one, because when they went over to the other side, and we'll go over there in a second, that one went in 1/4 the time, because it had factory studs, and they fit right on there, and then they had to drill a hole that helped support it. And it worked great. I mean, I like them. There's nothing wrong with them at all. And they're 100% solid. But this one was just kind of a pain to deal with. I might suggest a different brand. So here on the passenger side, we've got the longboard. My wife has already tried it. She loves it. And I think this is the 5-inch model, I think. This side went on like that. My son-in-law got under and went, oh, there's those factory studs wherever the brackets went. And so you install that. It's got T-nuts, and then you drill one hole in the pinch seam. And so this went so incredibly fast. So I'm happy with the look of them. I really, really like them. My suggestion maybe is, if you get these, just maybe find someone who's installed these, and they'll know how to deal with the hassles over there. Maybe for another brand of vehicle, it's no problem at all. Byron said that on his truck, he just had to put bolts. He was done. It wasn't this model, this brand. But most of the time, that's the way it should be, that you should be able to use what's there, just like with the Flatline Band Company ladder. Use the holes that were there, and I drilled a few screws in the pinch seam to secure it. Done. It should not have been that big of a hassle over there. But anyway, now that it's done, I'm happy. So they ran wire for me for the hitch. And that runs all the way up here, and also the wire that runs up to that goes back to the LED strip. That they did that wiring, and the hitch and the running boards. And I told them I was all done. They don't need anything else. The only other thing I'm thinking about doing is putting cruise control on this, and I'll just go to a shop that does it every day. And other than that, this exterior is completely done, and we're rolling on the shiplap. They're not that expensive. This is a class 3. I may never tow anything with it, but that's relatively easy. And then I got this step, Amazon. It's JUEGOAL, and it's a nice hitch, and you got different positions. And then I put a hitch connector right there, tightener, and that keeps it, because otherwise it'll wobble. And there's just no way to stop it unless you put that on, and that makes it very solid step. And also, if somebody wants to bump into you, this will make them think. So that was what was done the other day, and really happy with that. And then you can see the LED strip light in there that doesn't show 100%, but it does work. Just a little more visibility. Well, there you go. Just a kind of an overview of what happened. If you look it up, it seems like that iBoard 5-inch, in some places it's not available anymore for the Transit, so I don't, and on their website they don't show it, so maybe they don't sell it anymore. I did see it on Amazon, but maybe they've discontinued that, I don't know. But, you know, check your options. They really are nice. It's funny, this side over here, the passenger side, it actually seems to get wider. It's because the van contours in this way. So I just got to get used to stepping just right. But I really like this bumper step. It's once I put that tightener on, it really locked it in solid. So there you go, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully it will be with this all done up here. And thanks for watching.